Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 11-90.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Smith. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The Ravens at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Really been a nice ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Another try for Smith. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They'll run for him here with Smith. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bates. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, this defense, very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, it my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
No score after one on EA Sports. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sam Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree, absolutely.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
11 MP,
they'll run on first down. Bates. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. And Burrow blocks as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
They got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. He will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Effective an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bates. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On 2.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And how about that for just running out the clock? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bates. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the deep.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Flush to his right. Touchdown, Bengals! From 17 yards out. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
11, 11, 11. 11, MT, 11, 11, 11. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
12, 12. They gotta go.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Ravens 7. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Jackson on first down. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. First down. Here's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Whoa. 11 coming.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jalen Armour-Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bart.
And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll run for it with Smith, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 51 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On second and 10, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Gun. Gun.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Chuck Clark. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14, and he's out right at the 25. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in prime.